Welcome to Stat to One. Oh my gosh. Hopefully people are here. But we had a big internet issue this morning and the internet was down. I didn't even have internet. So I just now got internet back probably, I don't know, moments ago, 2 minutes ago. The port is, they're having to reset a switch or a port inside of where I work. And so I came in, I was like, let's start doing some online stuff. And nope. So very sorry, disruption of the usual proceedings of the day. That's the way it goes. Sometimes there's the unexpected curveballs, but we had an outage of a port, and then Terry's like, my internet's out too. And I was like, oh, well, we got it fixed up. So you went like, how are you on the internet? Well, I went over to Ethernet. That was such a quick solve, right? But I was hoping we'd get back on the wired connection. So we stream on the wired connection, the fast connection. Might do a little bit of fun right here. I'm going to point to some Pearson. I'm going to show some cool advanced fun ways of doing stuff. It's going to lead into tonight's lecture if you're in 207. So 207, if you're here, all the fun stuff. I'm looking at my Google Calendar. It's Google Forms. Google Calendar. Duo 2-factor. A little chill music for you in the background. Maybe someone logs in. I don't think Mewbot's awake right now. Mewbot's not even here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we here? Is Mewbot is here. Mewbot's everywhere. Mewbot. Okay. We got pretty good. Have people already been? Okay, no, they've been grading that. Okay, good. Looking at what's been graded, and I was like, good stuff. People are grading. Let's talk a little bit about 207. And I had that last night. 207. Looks like I'm gonna go look at some grades. Look at grades. It's such a crazy day. It says I started streaming 108 minutes ago. That can't be right. 108 seconds ago, I bet it said. 2 minutes ago. Yeah, that's right. My gosh, what's going on? Let's go here and the following. Stat 207, solving problems in R. Okay, let's go to the main screen. Okay, so every class I teach is always welcome to come to office hours. I want to point that out. That if you're in a class I teach, you can come to in-person, online office hours, and then I'll help you out. So this is something I made right here, a really fun app. We're gonna work on some apps tonight and have a little competition and start doing a little bit more coding because we want to figure out how to utilize what we're learning. And so the app I've created right here is a guessing game, and it's meant to review the concepts of what is the mean, the standard deviation, the IQR, and other cool concepts. We can add in other things. And if you notice right here, it is breaking. I have no idea why. Everything was working a second ago. There it goes, it works. And you get a view of the data right here to start, and then you get a histogram of the data. And right now we have to guess the mean. So what is my guess? Well, the mean's at the center of the distribution, and I'd guess just 79 is where the mean is at. And it was, I should have just guessed 80. Now, one thing I want to do with this, and we could redo the guess right here and go to 80, and it'll tell us we're right. One thing I want to do with this is have the app reset. If we like put a reset button here when you change from the statistic you're guessing and you change the data, it will then change, or it will reset the question. So probably good right there. Or maybe we need a reset app button. Let's just put a reset app button on it because we don't want it to reset every time. Like if you put in a number here, we don't want it resetting every time. So let's do that. Let's grab this. And what we're going to do is we can probably copy paste the whole thing into ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT. And we'll just copy paste. Can I copy paste that whole thing? It does copy paste. So I'm gonna grab the whole thing. There's the ChatGPT. And then I'm gonna say, because I'm pretty good with Shiny, but I want this app to have a reset button that someone can click, and it will reset the numbers. Reset showing the answer whether it is right or wrong. Additionally, this is a change I was going to make too. I'd already made one change, but additionally, when the answer is checked, if the answer is smaller than 2, the answer must be within 0.1 of the right answer. If the answer is, no, that's fine. That's fine right there. Let's do that. Okay, so let's see if it does all these updates to it right here. We dropped in all our code and we just asked for some small changes. I'm gonna go and show you the code again real quick while we talk about this. Once again, you're not meant to know how to code everything. You're meant to know how to talk about these things and understand the concepts. And that's the app I'm building right here, is to better learn the concepts. So if you notice right here, we have different things you can guess, and it'd be very easy to add in something else. Like if you just go right here and put range, then with this right here, you can do range equals the range of the data. And it's gonna actually give 2 numbers here. So we probably wanna do that this answer right here is range of the data. And we would take position 1. Max minus min, why not? Let's just go max, because that's what the range is. Range is max minus min. Once again, this reviews the concepts to understand this. Max minus min of the data. The reason I was a little bit like hesitant right there is, and we need to put a comma after this because it's going to then do the next thing in line, is when you run range of data, like if you have random normal numbers and you do this right here, you get 2 values. So if we want to get the range as a numeric value, we need to take value 2 minus value 1. And so it's a little bit more painful, I would say, just to think max minus min, because that's the highest number and the lowest number. The range returns that in R. I wish it just returned the range. Why doesn't it just return the range? I asked for the range. Why don't you do that? Range is max minus min, though. So now that we have this going right here, and it looks like it's recoded our app, we're going to take this app. We're going to throw it into a new page just in case it broke our app. You never know what's going to happen. And we go here and we go to script. We drop into a new script, script open, and we run the app and we see if it runs. So the changes we've made to the app is that we added a reset button. The reset button is there, but we do have an error object. I don't know why that it broke the app. Oh, well, now it's not broken. I don't know why it starts with error object. And you notice you can get different distributions, different ones to guess, and you can show the mean and the median and the plot. So that's working good again. That's the symmetric distribution. And we could try to get one that has a very small value here. It'll be an exponential, we'll have it. There's an exponential. The mean on this, that might, no, the mean's gonna be higher. Let's guess the median. It didn't reset, good. And so the median is gonna be down here. That's 2, that's 1. The median's about 1.2. Let's try 1.2, how close am I? Fantastic guess, yes. And now, yes, this is good. I said 1.2, right? And it gave it to me? How about 1.9? Okay, so you're off by that. Oh, because the median, if we look at where the median's at, the median is down there, and 1.2 is close enough. It's telling us how much we're off by. Maybe I should have it tell you the median, because now we're off by, really? Where's the median? It's a very nice range. Oh, I don't think it's doing the guess thing. You know why? Because the median looks to be about 1. You're off by 1.02. So the correct value is this. It does tell me that. Well, so my guess was pretty far off. So it didn't put in the boundary thing I wanted. Here's the boundary thing. And if you look right here, if the true value is less than 2 and error is less than 0.1, then, and this is or error is less than, I don't know what that if statement. It doesn't seem to be doing what we want, so that is problematic. So if the true value is less than this, and then they did the double and, which I don't always do, that's only going to evaluate, it's going to stop the evaluation right there. And it'll evaluate to just 1. If that evaluates to false, then it will stop right there. So I think it needs to be if the true value, or seeing how this works. I know people are riveted by this. I'm gonna do another portion here. We only have a little bit of time. Like, let me look at the app. So if the true value, whatever it is, and the error is less than 0.1, so this right here, or true value. I didn't write my code this way. It totally mangled what I did. The code I wrote is right here. So here's where I calculate the error. Did they keep my calculation? There's the calculation of error. So the error is the difference between the true value and the guess. So, but they're taking the true value and the error. Yeah, so if the true value is less than 2 and the error is less than, we don't need these ors. Then output, okay, right. So let's just remove this. If the true value is less than 2 and the error is this, or, okay, yeah, that's what, I get it. So it's saying if the true value is less than 2, so that's our thing right there, and the it stops evaluating there, so it'll get a true, because if it gets the true right there, it's just going to stop. And then, or these are gateways, the error is less than 1. Oh, that's the problem, because then it's automatically doing, and then we would need to say or. Okay, so I think right here, I think that's the issue. Or the true value is greater than equal to 2, and the error is less than 1. Are we missing a parentheses right here? We are. I think that's it. Let's find out. We need to generate another thing. I don't know why it's taking a moment to load. That was a tricky if I got it right, I'm very happy, but that was a tricky little thing where I'm surprised ChatGPT didn't properly do. And I'm mad about this object, but that's the least of our worries. Okay, this looks good, because the true value of the mean's going to be down here at about 0.9 about. Check answer. We did it. It's fixed. Man, that was a hard logical to think through. There we go. Now it's on. It's right. So if you're off by that little amount, now we have to check a bigger guess. And reset right here. Okay, there we go. And now you can see the mean of the distributions where the peak's usually at. So if you scroll down, you get about 72. So we're doing the mean. Good. I nailed it. Psst, doing a lot of this. And brilliant. So it must be between 72 and 73. Yeah, there it is. So it's closer to 73. I should get 73, but it's at the peak of the distribution. They just have to figure out where the peak is at. And here's the thing. If you guess the median now, we can reset. And it does keep the same data. That's nice. The mean and median are going to be in the virtual same spot in the symmetric distribution. So that's, you can do that. And I wonder if, watch this. How about this? So here's the corrected version of our app. And so let's say that this. This is the proper way to write the conditional check. Also, I would like for someone to enter in all 4 values and then check them, and then the app writes a really nice return which states the right and wrong answers and how many they got correct out of the 4. Also put this in a shiny dashboard and make the app look way cooler. Okay. We'll see what it does. It's going to probably start updating the code right here, and it's going to have some major changes to do. There's the shiny dashboard changes we requested. And setting some original stuff, naming the boxes right here, the mean guess. So it put more numeric inputs in, the median guess. We can capitalize some letters. Oh, there it is. This is just where it's storing it. This is what's stored as. The mean guess is stored there. Original value is set to 0, so it's setting a default value in the mean guess. It's also making the action buttons we have previously set. And those are the ones that check our guesses and also reset the app so we can remove all the output. We have the numbers we saw. We have the distribution we see. We have our check, or this is how the data is actually created. So you can see how we're creating our data, where it's randomly choosing one of 3 distributions, a uniform, an exponential, or a normal distribution, where we have the amount you have picked as your sample size. I wrote some of this code, and then I ChatGPT'd some. We have 4 messages now. We had 10 previously, so it got a little bit less interesting. And then we have the values right here for the standard deviation IQR. I don't know why it's doing that twice. True value. Oh, it's storing the... it doesn't have all the true values and guesses, though. Ooh, that could be problematic. I don't know. Where's it storing? It's weird that doesn't have them all stored. Oh, should be all right, I hope. Well, it needs to see how far you're off on all of them. We might have to extend this out. Oh, okay. No, it is all 4. What am I looking at? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, where's the copy on this? Copy? Copy. Control A. Okay, so let's go back over here to our app. Let's go to a new page because I need 1,000 things open. That's why it goes slow. Looks like it's good. Looks like it's good. We'll find out if it breaks. Ooh, pretty. Now, the problem we're running into is the layout of this is not so intuitive. That's not bad. I don't like that the not bad. The feedback's gonna be nice, but I don't like that the data is so far below. And I'm trying to think about how to lay it out better. I wish you could just move boxes and then like the code would update. That'd be so cool. That'd be crazy. I don't know when coding's gonna do that sort of ideas. But we can look at the data down here. It's a normal distribution with the mean and median around 79. Yeah, so the mean and median are going to be identical. Let's see if it works. 79, 79. Guess the standard deviation. Standard deviation is about 1/6 of the width of the distribution. Because if you go out, if you draw your normal curve, so let me blank my screen. 2 seconds. If you draw your normal curve, that was all my network errors. If you draw your normal curve right here, what you would see is, because I know it's generated from a normal, you might say, Brian, that's bimodal. I know it looks a little bit, things can look bimodal. Maybe I don't know, might be a little higher. It might be 81 is the mean or median. And then if you go up here, you're hitting about 115, let's say that. And then we go down here to about 45. Yeah, that's right. That's symmetric around that. So it is symmetric around 80. And might be getting a call from UT. They're probably saying your network is out. Random Knoxville call. And then we go up a third, and you can see that it is probably about 16 or so. It's between 15 and 16 or something. And that's going to be the standard deviation. Now, the IQR is probably going to be about here. It's usually within the first standard deviation at 0.67 standard deviations. And so you're looking about there to there as the middle 50%, probably. And you have to think, is that 50% of the data? Is that 50%? And it's about, might be a little bit less. We'll go a little further. Then the remaining, there we go. So that is going to be down to about maybe 71-ish. That might be an overestimate to 89. It's symmetric. So the IQR is 18. And the standard deviation we estimate to be, I'm going to go a little lower and go 14. And does that make sense? Yeah, that is correct. Because usually the standard deviation might be 13. I'm going 13. Ooh, we'll find out. Here we go. 18 and 13. Right? Standard deviation 13. IQR 18. Check answers. Okay. Mean incorrect. It's 80. I said I should have guessed 80. Median incorrect. It's 80. I said I should have guessed 80. The standard deviation is correct. I got the standard deviation correct. And the IQR, the correct value is 16. So we should break this up. That should be, I can make that text look better in a moment. I can fix that myself. So let's look at the correct value of the standard deviation. It was basically 13, so I was very close on the standard deviation guess. I was off. I got all within about one of the others. So when we get the responses to it, I can fix this up myself. We want to give the feedback. So the feedback is going to be, where's our feedback response? Feedback. Here it is. So we need to put in here one last thing. We need to put a \n, which should be new line. And this is another one right here where it's all being pasted together. And this is your guess. And then afterwards, we need to do here \n, or I usually do it as its own thing. I think it's probably fine if you do it as its own thing, but \n is the special code to create a new line. I could ask ChatGPT to do that. We're not gonna take real guesses here. We're just gonna, sure, should be generating different data. Sure, we'll just check answers there. Ooh, it's not doing it. So it's not creating the new line. It's \n, I thought. Does that only work for cat? Does that only work for catting? Let's see let's go and say here. Let's go say, this is good, but the boxes this is good, but the histogram, this is good, but remove showing the data. The histogram should be viewable in the same row as the other boxes. You might have to stack the what's it called? The starting out box, game settings, and feedback. Then make your guesses. Then the histogram. Let's say, were there any other changes we wanted? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna run out of ChatGPT today. I'm gonna run out of ChatGPT. And so now it's going to put them in a row, hopefully, and it's changing the width of them. Might have changed the width right there. Solid header, all this, and we're looking good. Oh, but I didn't ask it to do the other change with the \n. Additionally, for the feedback, have it so it starts a new line when it responds about a different value. Maybe use something like \n. Make it work. Thank you. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, darn it. I should have grabbed it before we re-updated it again. I really like making apps like this. It's just fun. You can put this on the web and have people guess and play and try to figure out. \n is supposed to be the special character that starts a new line. Shiny apps can react weird because it's like, wait, you're pasting this in and I don't want to paste a new line. I don't know. Sometimes things don't do what you want. So the packages, we've already installed them. I think we're good. Have we done it? It's looking, oh. Okay. Why'd the code get shorter? I don't know. And as always, start a new thing. I did this because if I break it, I like to have the previous versions. And then I just save the latest version that works. And then I use that one and build from there. So you just delete them as you go. It's not bad to have a bunch of things on your computer. So we'll call this creating cool apps. Okay. Here. Ooh, okay. That's a little, the histogram's a little smooshed. We could, the width of this, we should be able to change. So let's actually do it ourselves because the AI doesn't quite know. The width right here, the width is null for the first box. We're gonna go width 2. I forget how many units these are. I think they're bigger than that. Width 3. And then this is the next one, width 4. And it might just auto. I think it's like 14 units or something. No, that's bad. Okay, so this is gonna need to be width. Okay, let's try bigger widths. Width 8. Width 8. Width. Ooh. Oh, that's why. Let's go with 5 then. Okay. But it didn't stack it anymore. That's a problem. No, why would that do that? Let me re-grab it. Let's change one thing. Crazy idea. Let's change one thing. Okay, so the feedback is there. Let's run it. Okay, so that didn't put it. Oh, it is on different rows. It is. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We are actually getting somewhere. Looking a bit better. How about this? We change the make your guesses in the side panel. And we have to reset the app. The show the mean and median is not working now. That's a bummer. So show the mean and median no longer works, which I can remove that button instantaneously. So we need to remove the show the mean and median button. There we go. Broke it. Did I break it? How to break it? Because this is ending that. So this would have to go here. And then the comma would have to go here. That should do it. Okay. Button removed. We don't need it anymore. We don't want it. That looks good right there. Okay. So now, problem is I'm updating it by myself and with ChatGPT. Move the guesses to the tab panel on the far left side. Make the input labels very short, like mean guess. Okay. Just thinking about how to develop this and how to make this UI look really nice. See there, we got very short things right there. I don't like that. It says like mean underscore. Oh, that's where it's storing it, of course. Make your guesses, mean, median, IQR, standard deviation, check, reset, all that good stuff. Okay. So that's really the only changes. I shouldn't be changing ggplot. Sure, change my ggplot. Why not? Change the ggplot. Change my graphic. You're welcome. We'll just paste over this one for now. See what it does now. No, it didn't do it. Did not do what we wanted. And this is why I say you got to keep your old. Well, now it's put this here, which that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Let's change some widths here. Well, the feedback on that. Burger School, welcome. Make your guesses needs to be smaller now. I know you don't like the histogram. 2. Okay. And then feedback needs to be a little smaller. 4. 5. Okay. What are you doing, histogram? You be good. You behave. Check answers. Okay. It needs to be this size. I'd say it's pretty good. I don't like all this white space down here. Should add in a second row. Okay, so let's do this. Play the game. Okay, let's try something crazy. Last little bit right here. Really? What are you doing? Create an introduction welcome screen when the app boots that has fireworks and really cool animations that wows people and says it's time to learn stats. Go Vols. The words wait. The words are flashing on the screen. People are excited to learn stats. Make it amazing. Okay. This is a horrible idea. If it can do this, I will be like I am just blown away. Here we go. Let's do it. It's going to say, how much of it? There we go. Shiny JavaScript, animate, ggplot2. What have we done? This has to add a lot of lines of code to it. If you asked me to do this, I'd be like, it's going to take me a little bit. I will be shocked. I've asked it to create a lot of things kind of like this, and it has a lot of trouble. We got to be, really? That's it? And the screen's gonna stay on for 3 seconds. We get a 3-second welcome screen. That's system sleep, which makes the system not do anything for 3 seconds. Goes to sleep. Okay. What do we get? No package called animate. Really? Get animate package. I have shiny JavaScript, I think. Ooh, look at all those cool packages. Oh my, what? It found a SpongeBob meme? No way, what in the, what? Oh my god, I need to put this online now. What did it seriously went and found? That's pretty cool. It took this. I gotta check what things are taken. It took a GIF. It went and grabbed a GIF. Okay, I'm gonna tell it's almost perfect. This is almost perfect. But while the introduction screen, it'll know me, is on, the app inputs shouldn't be displayed. They only appear after the introduction screen goes away. Okay. You just have to communicate. You have to be able to think what you want, and you have to see it, you have to think it. I mean, that's not fireworks. We could just go grab a different GIF image and do fireworks. I mean, because we see the code now, it's just going and taking the source right there. The source is just the URL. And then it's time to learn stats, go vols. And then it's saying it's going to flash. So I didn't really have a time to see it. We'll change the system sleep. So the system sleep is going to be a little bit longer. And that way we'll get more time with the intro screen, as we should. So we'll go here to intro screen and go up to 10 seconds just to relax and look at the intro screen. And so we don't need 10 seconds with you, SpongeBob. And now it breaks. Now now we broke it. So I thought would happen. I'm like, something's gonna break. Something's gonna break. So the things aren't appearing. OBS is disconnected. The internet's gone. Reconnecting. What happened? Why won't it reappear? Okay, so let's say this. So close, but when the introduction screen goes away, the buttons don't appear. Make 2 options in the, what is it called again? Dashboard sidebar. 2 options in the dashboard sidebar, where one is introduction screen and the other is play the game, or play game. Capitalize is going to do like exactly what I told it to do. When the app boots, it is on introduction screen for 5 seconds. No, let's go 3 seconds, and then it automatically advances to play game. Okay. There we go. I think logically about like, how do I get this to work? And so we're making 2 separate areas right now, where one area is the introduction screen, and then the app should know after a certain set amount of time, the system will sleep for 5 seconds. So basically it has 2 commands. It's like, when the app starts, it starts on that first thing, and then the next command is go to play game, but the app is going to fall asleep for 5 seconds. That's what the system sleep does, or 3 seconds, however long we said. So there's the system sleep, and then it's updating your tab. So it's running update tab items, and that's just going to advance it to the game tab. and that code will run after it's been asleep for just a short period of time. And so here we go. The app is booting. It's time to learn stats. Go Vols. And then 3, 2, 1. It's way longer than 3 seconds. We're just gonna hang out with SpongeBob all day. So then we're supposed to go here. So it works, but it's not updating. That's the problem. Only got a few more seconds here, and then I'm gonna go to in-person office hours. System sleep, observe. Let's run it here with this. So let's tell it this code is not working properly, and it's not auto-updating, and then we'll call it quits. This code is not properly auto-updating the tab after 3 seconds when the app starts. Fix it so 3 seconds go by and the tab updates. We're so close to making a pretty interesting, cool app. As long as it doesn't change the random GIF image. So we have to go make our own GIF now or something and put it in that GIF image spot. That way that GIF image stays the same. We don't have issues with it. All this is like the fun part of it. We're in the Mario Kart shirt today. It's all fun today. Okay. So what's it changing? Invalidate later, 3000 milliseconds session. Okay, so it's using a totally different way of doing it, which I don't know the invalidate later. Here we go, and it broke. That wasn't 3000 milliseconds, I'll tell you that much. He's doing it so quick. It is doing it instantly. Fix this last portion so it actually lasts 3 seconds. Okay. So close. So close. So close. I fixed it. I hit my limit. And with our last limit, it says it fixed it. It says it fixed it. With our last ChatGPT of the day, it didn't fix it. Okay, so what we do, go back to this, and we go to the Go Vols. And we say, click, play, game. It's not doing flashing animation either. Do you even get the hashtag color code right? Color orange? Nonsense. Is that not going to work? Yeah, there we go. UT orange. Doesn't know UT orange. So with this right here, we've done some pretty good stuff. We got the game, we run the check. It tells us we're right or wrong, but just a little game to play around with it. So until then, we're gonna head off. In-person office hours coming up. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.